We're about, yes, guys, please get everybody inside. We're about. Firstly, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't hear. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin. Firstly, thank you very much for turning up in such large numbers. This is the case every time when we send out an invite. The kind of support, the kind of partnership that exists between the trade partners, our preferred partners, and Raheja Universal is commendable. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for this fantastic partnership that has taken south of Mumbai by a storm. Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by assuring you and making a promise to you. This evening, we're going to bring before you a product, a legacy, and an opportunity that has the potential to absorb and take away all existing demand that exists in the market today. As a matter of fact, what we're going to bring before you today has the potential to awaken large demand, one that has not even entered the market till date. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening, what is going to be presented before you will end up sending ripples across south of Mumbai in the days to follow. Because the opportunity is going to be latched on by every individual and family who wants to own a home in South Mumbai. Because what is going to be brought before you is an opportunity far and way beyond what the consumer also expects. Way beyond his dreams, way beyond his ask. So let's begin, ladies and gentlemen. We believe that when two entities arrive to create a circumstance, magic unfolds. I would request my friend to kindly shut the door, please. Thank you. Okay. Even the door behind. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's shut all the doors quickly. Okay. We believe that when two entities combine to create a circumstance, on some occasions, those circumstances ending up redefining the word magic by itself. Let's take a look at why the coming together of a few things creates a spectacle unlike any. The coming together brings about success that is disproportionate. Look at this, Mr. Christian Nolan and mind-bending movies. Who has not heard of the Interstellar? Who's not heard of the Inception? When it comes to a certain kind of a genre, especially one that is addressed and called the mind-bending ones, there is nobody better when it comes to the genre of that nature than Mr. Christian Nolan himself. It's not just this from the world of entertainment. Look at luxury cars. When it comes to cars, for people who know the country that represents the finest make or the factory of the world, it's none other than Italy. Not just that, come to the world of sports. Who doesn't know Rafael Nadal? And why there is pure magic every time the court is open. And the court is clay. The French Open. Ladies and gentlemen, a similar sort of a circumstance gets created in South Mumbai every time when one brand enters. Every time. And this, ladies and gentlemen, has been taking place even before we enter the 2000s. Every time. The beauty is, for a certain kind of people, for a certain kind of organizations, for a certain kind of a product, when they enter a certain arena, it seems like homecoming. It truly seems like homecoming. And that is a one of its kind partnership or circumstance that gets created every single time Raheja Universal enters south of Mumbai. A partnership that breaks and shatters all records every time when this brand enters. Ladies and gentlemen, let us take a look at how Raheja Universal has played the most crucial roles ever when it comes to this particular part of the city, and how their vision has reshaped and redefined this market every single time when we've come in with our next offering, with the next leg of our vision. Can we please take a look?
There is a universal secret of luxury. It is being understood. Understood by one who senses your unspoken words, your deepest desires, and where you yearn to spend the most glorious moments of your life. The greatest luxury is understanding your desire to embrace boundless horizons. Seek the moments of serene silence and enjoy the symphony of love when surrounded by the people you love. Isn't it wonderful when someone comprehends your desire to crown your success? Create a place where your past and future glories intertwine capture the pride you carry in your heart and the magnificence of your ambitions. At Raheja Universal, we firmly believe that embracing an unhurried existence is the ultimate luxury. The greatest luxury in the world is to be understood, to understand your yearning to reach for the sky. Raheja Universal.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a legacy of the kind South Mumbai has not heard in years. 7 decades. 7 decades effectively means around the time when India as a country was getting on its feet. It is from that point that we've enumerated for the country and its financial capital a vision so path-breaking that till date, the landmarks that we've delivered have ended up becoming benchmarks for the entire market to follow. Back in the 1990s, when most of the developers that we know here today were not even born. Developers that we know here today were not even born. When they weren't born, we thought of offering a product that cost 10 crore rupees per apartment back in the 1990s. At that point in time, we shattered all records. It was the first luxury heritage redevelopment that South Mumbai saw. It was for the first time that residences were offered at a height of 110 feet from ground, a height at which most of the developments across India ceased to exist. They ended at 110 feet. That development till date ends up offering a 360-degree view. In spite of so many years, the view remains as enthralling as it gets in any other part of South Mumbai. Not just that, ladies and gentlemen, the Altamont Road that we know is an Altamont Road that got its first skyscraper. Not just Altamont Road, all of South Mumbai for the first time got an ultra-luxury skyscraper that did not just for the first time offer one apartment across 3 floors. What is the term most of us have heard? One apartment per floor. Early 2000s. And the beauty of this development, ladies and gentlemen, it did not just offer one apartment across 3 floors. Ladies and gentlemen, it ended up offering, apart from one apartment per 3 floors, one private car parking floor. Stands right next to the residence of one of India's richest man, Raheja legend, home to Anushka Sharma and Virat Kohli immediately after their marriage. The finest. And let me tell you, when we thought of Worli back then, early 2000s again, nobody had envisioned a tower as tall as this in and around Worli. This is Worli's first skyscraper. And this, its vision, its design, and its delivery is embedded in a unique feat that can be accorded only to this development. For the longest duration, it held the record of the single biggest transaction for a single apartment in all of India. The deal was worth 144 crores at a price of 1,44,000 rupees a square feet. Raheja Atlantis, when nobody was looking at super spacious 4 and 5 bed deck residences, we made curved residences for south of Mumbai. From offering wrapped balconies to curved residences, the idea was to amplify the views further and allow the creme de la creme in the city to own an apartment so beautifully designed. And the beauty of our delivery stands tall even today. Each and every product in their respective market commands a superior premium. For some people who had invested with us back then, today manage returns on a residential property. If you calculate the amount invested with us early on, those people manage a return of 28 to 33% from the lease that they manage from the apartments. That's the credential of a developer and the development that's truly considered to be class apart and luxurious. High returns, so much more to be given across various years. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been in many ways the flag bearer of everything new that South Mumbai has seen. We made it the home of the who's who, leading branded developers of India stay at our developments. I repeat, I am a developer making luxury apartments, and the might of my design is such that developers from across the country, leading branded developers, legacy developers, choose my development to be their home. Imagine selling to the most creme de la creme and the most expert of them all, who deal with the finest architects. They have stamped and approved the might of the design and the design principles that we bring to the market. Ladies and gentlemen, it was never a borough of brands. Never. Had that been the case, somebody would have been forced to offer apartments upwards of 10 crores. Somebody would have been forced to imagine and envision a skyscraper in Worli. Everybody else followed. Let me tell you the beauty of our delivery and the relationship with South Mumbai. Each and every landmark, vicinity or neighborhood within South Mumbai has had a luxury tower from our end. Whether you take Altamont Road, whether you take Worli, whether you take Kolaba, whether you take Lower Parel, whether you take Prabhadevi, each and every vicinity boasts of a luxury development from Raheja. And like I said, this relationship is of a kind that the market has not seen in a long, long time. Every time when we've entered, our entry and presence has led to grand celebrations. Every time when we've entered, we've seen success of a disproportionate nature. True to form, when we came back to this market, It's the same venue. When we entered last time, we captivated imagination. And the campaign that ensued after that broke all records. South Mumbai managed 4 crore plus digital impressions. The kind of number and the kind of product that the market had not seen in a long, long time. We simply entered with digital. We said it's a pre-launch. And the market with a bated breath has been waiting for a Raheja development, one that reshapes and redefines the market one more time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, when it comes to this market, it's our turf, our home ground, and it's homecoming for us every time when we come back. Take a look at how last year again saw unprecedented response, unprecedented business, and the stamp and return of the finest developer of South Mumbai. Can we take a look? $435 crores within a matter of days. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest pre-launches South Mumbai has seen in a long, long time. And therefore, at the back of such a humongous launch, large numbers, we want to bring before you an understanding of who bought with us. So that when we enter the market next, we know exactly where our customer comes from, who wants to buy with us, which vicinity does he hail from. Ladies and gentlemen, our consumers come from primarily 3 to 4 vicinities. If you look at G South, it's the Prabhadevi, Dadar, Lower Parel belt. If you look at the East Island city, it's the Vadala and the Eastern belt, Chembur. The third is south of Haji Ali, or the Soha as we call it, right? Which is the Nepensi roads, Bridge Candy, Pedder Road, Mahalakshmi, everything south of Haji Ali. That's where primarily our consumer comes from. If you look at the ethnicity, they are predominantly the Hindus who buy with us. If you look at the Gujarati community, if you look at the North Indians, the Marwadis is the community of audience that generally purchases with us. And that has been the community and the vicinities that have delivered a business upwards of 400 crores last time around. And we believe that about 70 to 75% of the consumer who will come in next, over the next few days, will most likely come in from these vicinities. It's very, very relevant for channel partners who will look at doing digital activations, who look at purchasing databases, for them to know where our consumer comes from. Let me tell you that this path-breaking success did not just stumble upon us. It did not just happen accidentally, as they say. Ladies and gentlemen, it is validation of the sort of design principles we follow. It's validation of the vision that we have for South Mumbai. It's a validation of the product we offer to our consumers. One that is truly enthralling. Like I had said last time, and like we tell all our customers, the kind of product on offer is a kind of product that is not on offer anywhere in South Mumbai. The kind of product on offer is a product not on offer anywhere in Mumbai. The kind of product on offer is the kind of product not on offer anywhere in the country. If you truly want to experience a product similar, you will have to compulsorily travel overseas to places like New York, places like Dubai. It's a product that is so unmatched. Ladies and gentlemen, we brought before the market in the very first place a location and the coming together of new Worli, which we call the Worli Renaissance. Why do we call it so? Earlier, Worli was limited to the Worli sea face. That's not the case with Worli today. People throng to Worli and the Worli Renaissance for various reasons. Whether it is the race course, whether it is for business, whether it is for shopping, whether it is for dining or whether it is for travel. People come to Worli for various reasons. Because if you look at South Mumbai, the hub of entertainment for all of South Mumbai, especially the new age, is none other than the Worli High Street, as we call it. They come to malls of the kind that the market has not seen. They come to hotels of this particular nature, right in the middle of Worli Renaissance. Whether it comes to the finest of dining spaces, there is no other option. It's either BKC or Fort, and you still don't get fine dining of the kind you get in this vicinity. There are just 3, and within South Mumbai only 2. There is no end to the hotels. So whether you want to hold a marriage in a 5-star hotel, this is where you come. Whether you want to call for celebrations, this is where you come. It's happening right here. The finest of hotels, the finest of shopping experiences, everything's here. The finest of business spaces. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is therefore that when we got the experts to do a survey, why did Worli Renaissance and the pricing here happen to be so premium and high? Because everything is here. Just about everything is here. And what is reshaping this vicinity? The Mumbai Coastal Road. The Worli-Sivri connector, connecting you to the recently inaugurated MTHL, which takes you now to any part of MMR within a matter of minutes. It's all here. Why is it that this vicinity is so great? Like they say, real estate succeeds infrastructure. Infrastructure precedes real estate. Therefore, just about all mega infrastructure projects are going to touch this vicinity. If you want to travel from the extreme south of Mumbai to the western part of the city, you will have to cross paths with Worli Renaissance. If you want to travel to any other part of MMR, you will have to cross paths with the Worli Renaissance. Ladies and gentlemen, everything is going to be at a stone's throw away distance. Ladies and gentlemen, this vicinity, while it's so great, just like any vicinity, also comes with its share of fault lines. We came in with a belief. We believe that at the end of the day, we are in this business to listen to the customer. We don't listen to the customer, we do not end up offering the right product. We realize that we are a customer-consumer brand. And therefore, our beliefs turned out to be right when last time around in 2023, we met so many customers. There are some challenges that exist in this micro market. Lack of exclusivity. apart from a few Raheja developments, majority of the developments in this micro market are going to bring hordes of people in what some customers ended up saying are going to be vertical slums. Thousands of residents in a luxury development. Is so paradoxical. If it's a luxury development, customers said, why isn't there exclusivity? Why are there so many residents? Why do we only see a sea of humanity before us? That's not the idea of exclusivity. Second, people spoke about inefficient layouts. They did. They said people expect us to give them a premium, pay crores for the apartment, and they forget to add decks to the apartments. Imagine being made to pay crores and having no decks. The third was the idea of the fact that there are redevelopment properties all around. Either there is public car park or there is SRA. And fourth, the prices have skyrocketed to levels that have become very, very unaffordable. When they said that, we prodded them. Do you mean prices or you mean ticket sizes? They said ticket sizes. We cannot afford apartments in this micro market anymore. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we brought to the market a product that they so dearly needed, a product that they so desired. We brought our vision in the shape of the Riviere. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we gave everything. The greens, the blues, the browns, whether they were beautiful large spaces, whether they wanted gardens, or whether they wanted the finest of amenities, we gave them so much more. We gave them so much more. Culinary delights. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when we entered, we spoke of a development that had 6 pools. 6. A development that had 5 restaurants. And typically, like people offer, I wonder at times what happens to the customer staying on the lower floor of any other luxury development of South Mumbai. He stays in a skyscraper on the lower floor and never truly gets the opportunity to own the skies. Imagine if you were told, pay crores, we are premium, take the lower floors, we won't give you decks, layouts ka kya hai, we're just about in the right vicinity. So what? If you can't own the skies, you're still staying in a skyscraper. Imagine the plight. Will anybody here dole out such kind of money? And that is what the Riviere addressed. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring before you the world's highest residential sky bridge. World's highest. Like I said, it's a product not built by anybody in the country, and now anybody in the world. World's highest residential sky bridge. Not just that, world's highest ozone infinity pool. World's highest. With us, even when people choose to stay on the lower floors, they get to own the skies to the extent that they want. Because with us, They don't just manage fantastic views, but when the need arises and when they desire, they go own the sky in a manner that they can't anywhere else. Anywhere else, leave us out South Mumbai, anywhere else in the country. Not just that, ladies and gentlemen, look at the offering. World's highest residential sky lounge, world's highest residential banquet. It is at these heights that successful people should call for celebrations. Not just that, when you wake up every morning, this is where you work out. World's highest residential gym, world's highest residential restaurant, the kind of which not on offer anywhere. And this, ladies and gentlemen, like we said, is not it. We have to offer so much more to our customers. Can we take a look? Ladies and gentlemen, you will be surprised now even more to realize that so much is on offer for the luckiest of only under 375 families. So much on offer for only 375 families. We only, not just in this tower that we are talking about, both towers combined have only 425 apartments on offer. Compare this to most other developments in the micro market, you are most likely to add a zero behind. Most likely. Imagine this now. Same number of amenities, just about the same. Marginal difference in size. Not even offering the world's highest or the Riviere in their development. And the same being shared by thousands of people, which effectively means you will have to queue up every day, every weekend, to experience and enjoy amenities after paying such a premium. Wow! I am not surprised that the consumer believes that this market is exorbitantly priced, because he doesn't see value. And that is what we bring. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the value. The idea of design, the idea of low density. When I say low density, for those who still didn't understand, let me rephrase: the lowest density. lowest density, which effectively means that each family derives so much more value from the money they put with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are creating a power circle, limited set of people, but truly like-minded, both with their finances, their thinking and their thought process. And on top of it, ladies and gentlemen, we offer them privacy. We offer them clear exclusivity. The reason why they say luxury as a word exists to offer the idea of exclusivity. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's start unraveling and peeling the offering of the day. But before we wanted to start and come to that, we wanted to establish where we stand so far as the market is concerned. There is nobody better. There is nobody with as much delivery. There will hardly be any other developer in this micro market to have already delivered as many products as we have in the Worli Renaissance. Can we please take a look? The grand inaugural weekend is now before us. Ladies and gentlemen, after allowing everyone to own the skies, we now bring the beautiful greens. We now bring in our most treasured inventory. Ladies and gentlemen, I unveil before you an opportunity like no other. One that will send shivers down the spine of this market. An opportunity that will leave every customer captivated and asking for more. An opportunity like no other that this market has seen in a long, long time. I bring before you the grand inaugural weekend. The opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, which triggered the market in 2023 will now disrupt all of South Mumbai in 2024. An opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, of the kind this market has not seen. A product this market will never be able to build. Never, let me tell you. The product of the kind that we are bringing to the customer is the kind of product nobody gets. Because so much of money gets invested in creating an experience so enthralling at this height. And now, with the beautiful greens by your side, and now with the purchase opportunity at the back of this fine partnership between our partners and Raheja Universal, ladies and gentlemen, I bring before you a newsworthy opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, first, will bring the finest residences that we've created at the Riviere. Second, an exclusive opportunity for all our partners. I am going to put our partners first again. We're going to put our partners first again. We will follow. We will allow our partners to maximize their business, maximize their gains. Only then we will enter to support, to create the kind of surround that is required with drum rolls, the kind of noise that is going to ensure that this market erupts in a frenzy. Ladies and gentlemen, catalysts to kickstart the launch and a buying proposition that will set the entire ground ablaze. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, let me begin, like we always do at Raheja, with what we are bringing. The finest 4 and 5 bed residences by the garden. The finest. Nobody comes close when it comes to design. Because we are the ones who defined design in the country. Even before most of the architects and developers were born in this country. Let me bring to you the best Raheja has to offer till date. Can we please take a look?
As a thought leader, we at Raheja Universal have always created spaces that not only meet the functional needs of our homeowners, but also cater to their aesthetic preferences, lifestyle, and overall well-being. Led by our sustainable and energy-efficient design principles, we constantly focus on creating a healthier and comfortable living environment without any compromises. While we focus on designing our indoors, we always enhance the sense of space and connection with the outdoors as well. Every home we design reflects the desires and needs of our homeowners and is an epitome of a fine living experience. Introducing the Riviere, an address offering you a fine living experience that's worthy of a lifetime. Where every floor we design elevates your everyday living experience. When spaces are well designed to ensure natural ventilation and cross breezes, naturally refreshing air becomes a permanent resident of your home. Every apartment is designed with dedicated spaces like service ducts to facilitate installations of outdoor units for air conditioners, plumbing fixtures, and electrical wiring. These are aesthetically concealed to ensure that just like the interiors, even the exteriors are equally beautiful. With 3 centrally located passenger lifts for just 4 apartments on each floor, a passenger lift will always be at your service at the touch of a button. While a service lift for transporting bigger household items and a stretcher lift for any kind of a medical emergency are always available separately. To maintain sanitation and hygiene standards, a centrally located garbage chute is installed in the staircase area of every floor, which also ensures an easy and efficient way of garbage disposal. Every floor is also equipped with a servant's washroom as a convenient and additional facility for domestic staff. The 4 BHK Cullinan residences at the Riviere offer one of the finest living spaces in the city. Spend quality time with family as well as by yourself with large spacious decks that become an extended living area. The Riviere is one of the select few developments in the neighborhood with such grand decks. The mesmerizing views for a lifetime start with the lush views of the garden and extend to the never-ending views of the city and the Mahalakshmi racecourse. A clear reflection of your fine living experience are the 2 separate mirrored bedroom zones designed with the purpose of enhancing space and privacy within the apartment. Just another example of our strong focus on design principles. Your living area and the bedrooms will always feel lit up and fresh with beautiful large windows, welcoming natural light and ventilation at any time of the day. The corridor areas are designed to ensure maximum utilization of space, adding more to every part of the apartment. enhance the overall functionality of the living space, exclusive utility areas are designed with elegance. These can be used as a laundry space, clothes drying area, dry balconies, or just like an additional storage space. Every apartment is equipped with staff rooms and staff washrooms for daily convenience of domestic help. With no shared walls, these apartments ensure that there are no disturbances from the neighboring apartments. Welcome to a life worthy of a lifetime. The Riviere by Raheja Universal.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the beautiful views that you will wake up to every morning. The 4 and 5 bed garden side apartments open up to this beautiful garden. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the views are so enthralling. They don't just bring the views of 3 beautiful pools. They get one of the largest parks that South Mumbai has. They also bring about one of the most beautiful parks that come with a beautiful boulangerie. They come with a beautiful cafe. Ladies and gentlemen, the finest of spaces, the perfect coming together of the greens and the blues and the browns. Look at the cafe space, ladies and gentlemen. Right in the garden, the kind of design that the market has not seen in a long, long time. Ladies and gentlemen, the idea is to offer the finest of apartments. The idea is to offer natural ventilation like we showed you. Mirrored bedroom zones to ensure that there is complete privacy. The idea of having no luxury apartments to have apartments without decks. That's the minimal and the minimum criteria for entering this market with a benchmark product. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, from the time we've entered, construction has been going on at a pace that is unimaginable. Within a matter of a few months, we are done, ladies and gentlemen, with basement footing. We are done. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is not a mean task. It is the foundation of a 66-story development. Imagine what all has gone into erecting a foundation as early as this. You will be surprised to see the quantum of deployment at the site. And we are therefore so confident about delivering far before the timeline promised. Look at the pace of construction. Second, what are we bringing? Like I said, the drum rolls to ensure that this partnership maximizes business. Ladies and gentlemen, before the world sees it, in the Times of India, I want my partners to see it. One of the biggest ads that the market would have seen in a long, long time. To announce the proposition before all of the city. Ladies and gentlemen, a complete media takeover, whether it is OH spaces or whether it is repeating the digital push. Ladies and gentlemen, we've brought tons of money for our partners to earn. Ladies and gentlemen, 25 crores to earn. And the market to grab. So before we tell you what's in store for the customer, let us tell you what's in store for our trade partners. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the slab. 1 to 2 deals, 2%. And it goes on to bring upwards of 3%. Happy? Wow, already. Sir is already happy. But for all those who are not, here it comes. Ladies and gentlemen, starts with 2.25 from the very first deal and goes on to becoming 3.25% from the 7th deal itself. And that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. Apart from what it's in store, let me tell you, we are announcing an exclusive advance booking window, which effectively means that before I enter with my advertising and source clients directly, I will offer an exclusive window until the 17th and 18th of February. Just about 3 weeks for the entire partner community. I will roll out the entire opportunity with floor plans, with exact pricing, and deliver a non-traffic 17 to 18-day duration for our partners to maximize and take the maximum share of the 25 crores on offer. And for those who move in early, an additional 3 lakhs over and above that. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no end to maximize the grand inaugural weekend. We've come with one of the biggest earning opportunities that the market has to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you value the most valued in the market? How do you value a product curated for an exclusive community of people? Let us first look at the South Mumbai market landscape. Let us look at the South Mumbai market landscape. This market, ladies and gentlemen, as per the Inspector General of Registrations, the IGR, this market sold 178 4-bed apartments where the agreement value was upwards of 12.45 CR. Upwards of 12.5 CR, IGR is saying. And this, mind you, is the agreement value. In a market where the customer believes that there is hardly a ticket size on offer. Let me tell you, in spite of doing such large business last time around when we entered the market, there were so many customers who complained multiple times of not having an opportunity to purchase by participating and offering so little. In a market that ends up offering a minimum of 12.45 CR, I bring before you, ladies and gentlemen, an opportunity like no other. 10.99 CR, ladies and gentlemen, for an 1804 apartment. If you want to own a 4-bed, less than 12.45 CR, we are the only option. And ladies and gentlemen, like I pointed out, people complain. We are a brand that listens to the consumer. And therefore, for so many people who said, if we go into this market, minimum 70% is the ask, because quite a few of the developments are closer to possession. For those that are not, are asking for immediate payments. So therefore, while we focused on the ticket size, we also end up offering, ladies and gentlemen, an opportunity for the new wave of jet setters to enter the market. Included in the cost, ladies and gentlemen, 30, 40, 30. You pay just 30% right now. Enter by paying just about 3 odd crores. Just about 3 odd crores. And wait for the next payment cycle to kick in till such time the top out of the building is done. And the remaining 30% only on possession. As easy as it gets, included in the price. Ladies and gentlemen, the grand inaugural weekend. And to tell you the beauty of the grand inaugural weekend and the Raheja story that has been captivating the market, with the loudest round of applause, I would request Director Sales, Mr. Dushyant Vijayvargiya, to kindly grace the stage. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks a lot, Bhavik, for calling me on stage. Always very difficult to get on stage after Bhavik. पूरा का पूरा stage capture कर लेता है. Very difficult to grab everyone's attention once he has spoken. So, what I will talk about is my personal experience on two fronts. First is my story of working with brand Raheja, and secondly, the story behind this entire Lower Parel, Worli, Prabhadevi, how exactly this area is panned out and what kind of rates we have seen in this particular area at what stages of development. So first and foremost, my Raheja story. So we started working on brand Raheja in 2022, and we had a project called Raheja Destination Warsaw Island. We launched the project at around 18 to 19,000. उस टाइम पे यही लड़ाई चल रही थी कि यही रेट बहुत ज़्यादा है. We went ahead and launched, and the project saw fabulous success. So much so that we ended up doing somewhere around 800 crores in that project, which was a huge number for a project which essentially needed a jetty to go to. The situation has changed with the new infra development, but a phenomenal success that we achieved in that particular project. So 18-19,000 का जो rate था, in a span of around 8 to 9 months, the rate went up to around 27 to 28,000. So a straightforward appreciation around 50 to 70% on whomsoever who bought in that particular project. This essentially was possible because a very good product by a very good brand was exposed to a larger gentry who took up the product when they saw it. So fabulous response that we received from the market for that particular product, and customers also really appreciated the property in terms of the appreciation that they got in a very smallish period of time. No other property in that area was able to command such kind of premium in such a short period of time. We expect a similar story to pan out at Raheja Empiria as well. The primary reason is that we already are sitting at around 430 crores worth of business. This particular launch, this now or never opportunity, which Bhavik is explaining to you, will essentially ensure that we reach around 800 to 900 CR in terms of total sales in the next 1.5 months. It's a fabulous opportunity. Payment schedule modification is very well appreciated by Sobo clients, and we expect the market to behave in a similar fashion and give us good returns in the next 2 to 3 months. The second part of the story that I wanted to speak to you about is my experience of working in this particular market. So I started working in this market back in 2011. जब यहाँ पे कुछ था नहीं, बोलने के लिए कुछ आइटम्स थे नहीं, इतने सारे रेस्टोरेंट्स नहीं थे, कोई हाई स्ट्रीट नहीं थी, बड़ी मुश्किल से यहाँ पे अंदर घुसने को मिलता था, इंफ्रा डेवलपमेंट कुछ था नहीं. So from that to here, the market has appreciated a lot. The market has come up like anything. I had a similar experience, or I got an opportunity to work in this market in 2022 as well. कुछ पार्टनर जो यहाँ पे बैठे हुए हैं उनके साथ मैंने कुछ डील्स भी डाली थी. आई रिमेंबर डूइंग वन डील विद दीपक भाई ऑल्सो. उस टाइम पे मार्केट में माल बेचने में 40-50,000 पे दिक्कत आ रही थी. आज की रेट में सेम माल करीब 80 से 90,000 की रेट पे चला गया है. कुछ जगहों पे लाख रुपए का रेट भी क्रॉस हो गया है. We expect similar story to pan out with our project as well. As soon as you see the building coming out of the ground, you saw pictures of the construction. Construction is going very fast. We expect construction to hit slabs above the ground very soon. जैसे ही वो होता है, you will see a very spike or very strong spike in prices for this particular property. Overall story of brand Raheja combined with the amount of numbers that we have done over a longish period of time, we expect the property to do really, really well. There is a small piece of information that Bhavik has not relayed to you, which I would like to relate to all of you right now. Essentially will ensure कि अगले 1.5 महीने के अंदर जो 400 से 500 करोड़ हम लोग टारगेट कर रहे हैं वो हर हालत में हो जाएगा. So without further ado, Bhavik, if you'd like to come on stage and reveal the opportunity.
Thank you. Come on, huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Dushyant Vijayvargiya. Okay, so I will sum it up for what Dushyant had to say. Very simple. 50% sales done, price is increased by 50%. मैथ अगर डिफिकल्ट हुआ तो एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूं. He said 18,000 and he said we sold a certain quantum of apartments and the prices went to 27,000 rupees. 50% of 18,000 is 9,000 rupees. You add that to 18,000, 27,000 rupees. People here are very, very smart. For those who are not have calculators on their phone, they can calculate the price. After 45 to 50 days, be ready for an heart attack. Once this is done, prices will be such that none of your investors or customers will continue talking to them if you expose the price. They will hang up. So ladies and gentlemen, for all those who want to make it really large, is the grand inaugural weekend. And only out of respect for Dushyant, the price now, ladies and gentlemen, is 9.95. रुक जाइए no रुक जाइए. The dinner is not served. 10 more minutes, boss, please. Thank you. Thank you or no thank you? Huh? Thank you or no thank you? इतना ही माल बेच दोगे? हाँ? बस सिर्फ 9.09. यार लोग क्या नहीं मांग लेते. I love the partners here, yaar, and I know why the team loves them so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I said we will bring shivers in this market. Thunders of the kind this market has not seen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to take the market by a storm. I won't reduce the price anymore. But what I will offer will strike the market so hard that over the next few days, this market will only and only talk about one development and one brand. The brand is Raheja Universal and the development is the Riviere. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare and brace up for a master stroke, an explosion, a master stroke of a disproportionate nature. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the moment of the evening. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why we invited all of you here. Can we have it? Let's have it. Let's open it up. Without further delay, let's have it. I said 30, 40, 30, 9.69. Here comes the storm. At the same price, ladies and gentlemen, I offer 20, 70, developers convention. We were unmatched when it came to the product. We are now unmatched when it comes to the proposition. Included in the same price, 30/70 developer subvention. You pay 30% and pay nothing till we hand over you the keys. Ladies and gentlemen, simply by paying 3 crores, you end up owning the finest 4-bed available in south of Mumbai. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the summary. We keep that slide. We keep the summary slide. We go back to the summary slide. Yeah. We go back to the summary slide. Yes, please. Vinayak, we go back to the summary. Yes, thank you.
I think